Hi, my name's Kim. I'm an introvert who travels the world whilst being on a tight budget. And today we're going to be looking at the myths and misconceptions of travel. Don't get me wrong, some of these misconceptions I did believe myself, or at least I didn't know the answer for them. The problem is that some of these myths can be the reason why people don't travel or don't travel on a budget. So I want to try and get to the bottom of these and see if we can get travelling easier for you without all of these sort of travel lies, I guess. I want to try and combat the misinformation about travel that's out there. So we're going to look at the 7 most common travel myths. It can be anything from why turbulence happens to whether you should get travel insurance or not. So let's just get into it. Travel is too expensive. Travel is only as expensive as you make it. If you want to go on luxury holidays to 5-star resorts, eat gourmet food, travel in first class, then yes, travel is so expensive. Prohibitively expensive for me. But if you're happy to go with budget airlines, stay in hostels, eat food from supermarkets, then travel's accessible. I work a minimum wage job part-time and I do self-employed work on the side. I earn less than what is considered a UK average salary. Actually, quite a few £1,000s less. But do you know, in January and February, I went to London twice, I went to Dublin in Ireland, I went to Edinburgh in Scotland, and I went to San Francisco in the US. When I went to Dublin, it cost me £2. £2 to catch the ferry from Wales to Ireland, and then it cost me £50 to stay in accommodation once I was in Dublin. If you want to travel more, you'll figure it out. Even if you start with countries that are close to you where budget airlines go to and the airfares are quite low, you'll find a way. For example, now I prioritise travel over other things. I tend to not buy new clothes, or if I do buy new clothes, they tend to be from charity shops, because I'd rather spend my money on travel. I tend to take my own food to work because I'd rather spend the money on the travel. So all that money that I don't spend from clothes and money on lunches, I put it into a savings pot that I just spend on travel. It's about prioritising your money and using it in ways that will benefit you if travel is what you want to have as a priority. For me personally, I consider travel a necessity, so I budget my money according to that. English is spoken everywhere. Don't get me wrong, English is widely spoken throughout the world, but that doesn't mean that everywhere everyone speaks English. So it's a good idea to at least know a few phrases in the language of the country that you're going to. Google Translate though is a great resource to have. So this is some comparisons about some countries I've been to. I went to Greece and everyone I spoke to spoke English perfectly. So I could communicate with them in English, but it was nice when I came up with a few Greek phrases. They like it. But when I went to Spain, hardly anybody spoke English, and I don't speak Spanish. I literally can like order a water without ice, and that's it. So Google Translate was great. That's basically what I used. I went to go order some food somewhere and I needed to let them know that I was vegetarian, and I'm there going, I am vegetarian, Google Translate, I am. Yeah, so try and learn some basic phrases of where you're going, because not everybody will be able to understand what you're saying. You won't need travel insurance. If you can't afford travel insurance, you cannot afford to travel. Travel insurance is one of the most important thing you can buy. I say this in every single time I talk about travel insurance. I say book it the same time as your flight and buy it. It is so important. If you can't afford it, you can't go on holiday. That's it. So there's a few ways that you can sort of figure out how to do it. Me personally, because I travel so much, I buy a yearly policy. That makes sense to me. But if you don't travel that often, when you do your pricing, make sure that you put travel insurance on your budget. make sure it's there. It is so important. I've been really lucky in all the years that I've travelled, touch wood, I've never had to claim on my travel insurance. That does not mean that it isn't important to have it there. I've been on holiday and I've been ill, and I'm really clumsy. I fell off a 1-inch step and I broke my foot and I tore loads of ligaments in my ankle, and I was literally on my way to go on holiday. I had my suitcase in my hand and I fell off the back doorstep. Imagine if I was in another country and that happened and I didn't have travel insurance. It would have been a mess. Luckily, I was going on holiday to England, so I just went to a hospital in England, but it is so important because you never know what's going to happen. And don't just buy it on the day before that you go, because you don't know what's going to happen between you booking your travel and you going on your travel. Anything could happen in between that space. So get it the day that you book your travel. Get your flights, get your travel insurance the same day. So important. I can't stress it anymore. Buy it. Important. Travel is too dangerous. The truth is, the world can be a dangerous place, but don't let that put you off. Before you go to a country, make sure that you do research to make sure that that country is actually safe to travel to. A good resource is the FCO website. I'll put the link in the description for you. But on that website, you can go through and you can see how the crimes are and how safe it is in certain countries, well, in all the countries. But the honest truth is you're as likely to have something happen to you in your country as you are in another country. So don't let that be something that puts you off from travelling. Women shouldn't travel solo. This answer is pretty much the same as the previous answer. Basically, do your research, make sure you're safe, stay savvy when you're travelling, and you should be fine. If you're happy to go alone to a new town in the country that you live in, it's no different to go into a new town in a different country. As long as the safety element is sort of relative, it's the same. So just imagine that you're going to a new town in your country, if that's the thing that's putting you off. But women can travel by themselves, no problem. I've done it loads of places. I've been fine. Again, touch wood, I've been fine. The plane is gonna fall from the sky if I don't put my phone into flight mode. It won't. The worst thing that's gonna happen is that the signal from your phone is going to interrupt the radio waves. So basically that's how air traffic control speaks to the pilots. It makes the radio sound a little bit jittery. It kind of like interrupts the signal every once in a while. So it kind of like makes sort of a weird sort of judder in the audio. But beyond that, nothing else. It just causes an annoyance for the pilots, that's about it. But that being said, there's no point not putting your phone into flight mode, because when you're in sort of taking off, your phone is going to be trying to hook on to every satellite that you go past, every mast that you go past is going to be trying to ping onto it to get signal, and that is going to drain your battery fast. Imagine you're flying through the sky and it hits one and it tries to latch on, but you keep on going, you've gone past it, it latches onto the next one, the next one, the next one. You're just going to end up with no battery, and you're going to get to a certain height anyway, and there's going to be no signal mast for your phone to latch onto anyway, so you're going to end up with no signal. So there's no point not putting your phone into flight mode. Just do it. Turbulence and lightning strikes on planes are dangerous. Neither of these are true. Basically, with turbulence, the only thing that may happen is you might get injured if you're not strapped in properly, or say you're walking down the aisle and it happens, you might get flung. But the plane is made of really sturdy stuff, and the plane isn't going to break apart, the plane isn't going to break. The plane is designed to be able to withstand turbulence. So if that's something you're worrying about, don't worry about it. And when it comes to lightning strikes as well, again, the planes are designed to be able to be hit by lightning. I've been on a plane when it's been hit by lightning and nothing happened. There was like a bang and that was it. The plane got hit by lightning.
Which was awesome.
We saw it as well. It hit the wing on our side of the plane, and it's really unfortunate that I wasn't filming at that point. But it was pretty cool to see, because it was like this massive sort of like flash and a bang, and like I think John was like, "What's that?" Or Auntie Alison was like, "What's that?" I was like, "Lightning." Yeah, so that was cool.
Planes are designed to be hit by lightning and continue to fly. Basically, they're really good conductors, so the lightning hits the plane and it basically like pushes it back off again. It takes the lightning, distributes it across the plane, and then the lightning goes to Earth. Rarely gets damaged, and they don't get damaged to a point where anything bad happens to the plane. I hope that me debunking some of these myths and misconceptions has made it a little bit easier for you to start traveling. This might sound a little cliche, but literally YOLO, you only live once, so push yourself out your comfort zone and just go for it. If you want to go traveling, go traveling. Don't let weird myths put you off doing anything. If you've heard any myths as well and you want me to debunk those, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll have a look at them and I'll typey back to you. I release a quick small wins travel edition video every Wednesday on Instagram. Basically what they are really short form travel videos, informational travel videos. So if you're interested in those, go follow me on Instagram at awkwardlykimtravel. I also live stream on YouTube every Monday and Friday at 6 p.m, and I release new videos every Monday and Friday at 7 p.m. So if you want to be notified when I go live or when a new video comes out, don't forget to subscribe and to ring the notification bell. If you want to watch me answer some frequently asked questions about travel, I'll put that video up here. Or if you want to find out more about what turbulence is and how to get over a fear of flying, I'll put that video here. But I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again. Enjoy your life. Ta-da!